day, everyone. Welcome back for the part 2 of Akachi's story. Time passed and people spoke in whispers of Akachi's tragic loss. But as the months went by, he grew wealthier and his charm only increased. Soon he found himself drawn to another young woman who was a tailor called Diana. Who was known for her intelligence and beauty. Diana was cautious, but Akachi's wealth and kindness won her over. They were married and she became his 5th wife. Diana noticed strange things about Akachi. He often wake up at midnight as though, but she ignored those signs, thinking it was a simple thing. Maybe there is no market or business is not moving. When the 14th night came, Akachi took Diana to the same forest clearing, telling her he had a big surprise planned. She smiled, her trust in him complete. He asked her to close her eyes, promising her a special gift. As he raised the blade, he forced himself to fulfill it. Diana fell silently, her last breath taken by the man she loved. He returned to the village alone, claiming his wife is missing. The village mourned once more, but as Akachi's fortunes rose, they soon forgot about everything and everyone started living his normal life. The sacrifice continued. Akachi married 2 more women, the 6th and the 7th. Each one beautiful and trusting, each one falling for his blade on the 14th night. By this time, the village was filled with whispers and people began to avoid him. Mothers hid their daughter whenever he passed, and young women stayed far from him. He became lonely, but his wealth continued to grow, and his heart felt hollow. He was a man with everything he had ever wanted, yet he felt as if he were talking in darkness, a stranger to himself, and soon there were no woman left with for him to marry. He became very lonely. Any lady he meets, no one speak to him, no one come closer to him. He was just a lonely man now. The final sacrifice, his mother, Adama. As the man completed another cycle, Akachi felt his power began to fade. His cattle grew thin, and his land became barren, and he was filled with dread. Despite he turned to the only person who he had always loved, and she loved him back, his mother, Adama. Adama was a gentle soul who had raised Akachi alone, sacrificing everything to give him a good life. She had always believed in him, even as the villagers spoke ill of him. When he asked her to walk with him to the forest, she didn't hesitate. Her heart full of love and trust in her son. As they walked through the trees, she told him stories about his childhood, of how he had been a kind boy with a gentle heart. Her words made him feel the weight of his actions, but continued on, driven by his fear of losing everything. When they reached the clearing, he asked her to close her eyes, telling her that he had a very big gift for her as his mother. With trembling hand, he raised the blade. In that moment, he felt a terrible weight crushing him, but he couldn't stop. When his mother's final breath left her, he felt something within him shattered, but instead of the power he expected, he felt only emptiness. His wealth faded, his health withered, and his home crumbled. He was left with nothing but memories of those he had sacrificed. The priestess word echoed in his mind, reminding him of the curse he had brought upon himself. In the end, Akachi became a living ghost, a cautionary tale for the villagers. They told his story to their children, warning them the dangers of greed and the cost of seeking power through the dark means. Akachi wandered the village roads, haunted by faces of his wives and his beloved mother, the woman who had given him everything and whom he had betrayed. And so, the man who once healed everything lost everything, leaving behind only a story, a warning to those who might be tempted by the allure of easy power and wealth. That's the end of today's stories. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.